6 causes of aquarium oil and protein films, and how to fix it. Did you notice that your aquarium appeared worse when you looked at the topmost part of it than the oil that leaked from the deep water horizon in the Gulf of Mexico? It just doesn't seem right with that heavy covering of filth, and your fish can even be in danger from it. So today, I'm going to explain to you how to get rid of this enigmatic oily and protein coating and where it originates from. You must watch the entire video to learn more about this. Please don't forget to subscribe, hit the like button, and activate the ring to be the first to see the next more exciting videos like this. One greasy coating may appear considerably different from another based on the source. Sometimes it's a clear oil layer that shimmers a rainbow of colors when illuminated. Especially when you perceive gasoline on a wet surface, for example. Your oil slick is probably simply that, if that is the case, oil. Other times, the film over your aquarium could seem white or gray, be challenging to see across, or even clump into pieces if you mix it. This white thin sludge is a protein film that is very obvious inside betta tanks. But don't panic, you can remove this protein accumulation using the similar method you use to remove any other oily film from your aquarium surface. A biofilm is another name for an oil film. The fact is that this video will guide you on how to successfully clear your oil slick despite its appearance. Reasons for oil appearance in your aquarium. A stunning oil slick can be made with relatively little oil. In reality, a drop or two is frequently sufficient. However, where does this protein or oil originate from? Let's look more closely at 6 typical reasons why there is an oily film covering the top of your fish tank. In certain cases, you can simply fix the cause of your oil problem to solve it. 1. Oil may come from your hands. There will undoubtedly be multiple times when you must get your hands wet. You must dip your hands underwater to arrange your plants or to catch a sick fish with a net. This is the main reason for oil slicks. Your skin's pores naturally release oil, as you can notice. It's so little you hardly even perceive it. Additionally, that excludes any hand lotion or other moisturizers you may have applied on top. City of oil. This oil is removed from your palm as it comes in touch with the water, leaving an oil slick on your aquarium top. The answer to this problem is straightforward. Wash your hands well before putting them into your aquarium. Along with that, wash off any soap residue, as you don't want it in your aquarium. Buy a pair of safe aquarium gloves alternatively and wear them during your work in the tank. 2. Food that fish eat. You might be surprised to hear that a variety of fish meal products include some type of fat. When you feed fish, the food breaks down and any proteins and fats float to the top. This can be an issue particularly if your fish overfeeds. As if you required another excuse to not feed too much your fish, the food that remains will continue to break down and expel the trapped fats. Unluckily, you might not be able to quit eating fatty, high-protein fish dishes that depend on your fish's diet. 3. Fish poop. It's inevitable. Your aquarium will soon include a deuce from your fish, even more so an oily one. As you can anticipate, oily grub, oily feces. But it goes beyond that. The natural digestion process of a fish results in the production of proteins and oils. And when your fish starts to unleash its bowels, the poop's internal oils float to the top. Consequently, an oil slick develops. 4. Pumps and filters. The massive oil slick may have been caused by your new filter. You know, to lubricate the working parts, pumps and filters frequently have little quantities of oil spread on them. Not to mention extra oils that were produced but not used. By washing the filter before utilization, you may reduce the quantity of oil it discharges into your aquarium. 5. Fish dead bodies. I know it's a terrible belief that eventually your fish will travel to fish paradise if the body isn't removed right away. It will decompose and release oils and fats into the water, along with a highly unpleasant odor. Therefore, if you spot an oil slick, you should conduct a fishy roll call to ensure everyone is there. 6. Poor location of fish tank. Having made it this far, are you certain that none of the other items on this list are to blame for the oil slick? You could be to blame for the oil layer on the water's surface. It's simple to overlook the fact that perfume and aerosol mists must settle down somewhere. Additionally, if they land on your aquarium, a film may develop on the water's surface. Similarly, if the location of your fish tank is near your kitchen, the cooking may release airborne gases that settle on the fish tank's surface, and there is a chance of an oil slick appearance. Your aquarium should ideally be placed somewhere as far away from these contaminant sources as you can. By picking the ideal location for your aquarium before setting it up, issues like these can be avoided. Are these greasy coatings harmful? There is no doubt about the ugly appearance of your aquarium's surface being covered in an oily rainbow layer. Is it harmful though? Well, your fish won't be harmed by the tiny amount of oil. Not quite. A coating of oil on the tank's surface, meanwhile, might kill your fish if it accumulates. You see, the outermost layer of your aquarium allows oxygen to enter the water. You probably already know how crucial oxygen is since your fish require it to breathe. The entry of oxygen into your aquarium might be blocked by a thick, greasy layer that serves as a barrier. The amount of oxygen that enters the water is decreased by even a little oil slick. And in a tank that is overstocked, this might be disastrous, especially because the film traps carbon dioxide as well as oxygen. There is no rational reason not to get rid of the oil slicks from your aquarium, given the harm to your fish. How can greasy surface coatings be removed? Now, let's look more closely at how to get rid of this oily coating and what we can do to prevent it from happening again. 1. Rapid removal. You want to remove the enormous sparkling film that is currently covering the water top, so let's go on. Now, you can accomplish that. And there is just one piece of equipment required. Even better, chances are you already have it close by. Toilet paper. This oil-removing super absorbent eliminates whatever it touches. Turning off any power heads, pumps, and filters is the first thing you should know that causes the movement of water within your aquarium. As the oil settles down, cover the area with a paper towel and leave it there for a short while before eradicating it. You should see that the oily coating adheres to the paper towel's surface. You might have to carry out this procedure several times to completely remove the oil if you have a big tank or a sizable oil spill. If you have a stable hand, you may also carefully drain the surface layer into a container. Measuring cups work wonderfully for this. Just make sure the container is clean and clear of soap. 2. Water circulation. As I mentioned previously, the key to preventing an oil coating is water circulation. You may mix oils to keep them from clumping together in a sticky slick by aiming your filter nozzle at the surface with an addition of power head, using a spray bar, or even blowing air stone bubbles at the surface. Utilize a surface skimmer. If you have to deal with oil slicks all the time, just connect a surface skimmer to your aquarium filter's inlet and watch as your drifting oil film magically vanishes in a matter of minutes. It operates in a rather easy manner. 2 holes, one at the top and one at the bottom, are present in the skimmer. However, we are particularly curious about its top hole. Quick recap. Let's say you stop the oil from entering the aquarium at its source. For this, we need to have a quick recap of the main points to get rid of an oily film inside your aquarium. Break the feeding time to dodge food waste. Dirty hands. Practice alternate ways when you are working inside the aquarium. Little contact with the fish tank water would keep the oil away. Thoroughly wash greased aquarium equipment with soap and hot water. Proper water regulation and filtration process helps to avoid the water's dirt. The fish body decomposition immediately begins, so before it fouls the water, remove it. Toilet paper works as super oil removing absorbent for your aquarium. I hope this video will be helpful for you to know the top reasons to make your aquarium safe from any oily film. Please leave a comment below with your opinions on this. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel and activate the bell button if you enjoyed this video to get notifications when new ones are added. All for today. Thank you.